Welcome to Clarra. Our all-in-one matter management platform is designed for efficiency, visibility, and easy customizability throughout your workflow. Each section works hand in hand, and it's worth reviewing a few foundational parts. There are 4 key steps to getting started on Clarra: adding new users, customizing key properties, and creating matters and events. We'll briefly review each of these in this video, and you'll be ready to start using the platform. When you first set up a Clarra account for your company, it's important to add users. Users are your co-workers on Clarra and can be added to matters and events once their accounts are set up. Right now, we're on the dashboard, which is essentially the home page of Clarra, and we can adjust our settings by clicking on our profile icon in the upper right. Click Account Settings, and then the Users tab. Here, you can manage existing users and add new ones by clicking Add New User. It's worth noting that you can enable single sign-on authentication for users via Microsoft and Google integrations, which you can learn more about on our support site. For now, we'll add a new user with local sign-in, their username and password being directly associated with Clarra. On the new user page, select a user type. Standard users are people within your organization, and the other options refer to people outside your organization you can grant Clarra access to. Make sure to fill out all required fields. And you can generate a password to send to the user as well. The user's initials are important as they'll be used throughout Clarra. Entering a standard billing rate is helpful as it sets the default value for users when added to a matter. Make sure to include their job title and classification. The options for the classification can be edited in Properties to use whichever terminology your company prefers and fit any industry you work in. You can also enter relevant employee IDs and licenses, as well as their hire date. Selecting the user's role determines what parts of Clarra they have access to. You can edit the permissions of their role by clicking the info icon and editing as such, or by editing and creating roles in the Roles tab of Account Settings. You can also select other users this user manages or reports to. Press Save, and an email invite to join Clarra will be sent to the address you've entered, and you've created a new user. In Properties, you can edit system and global properties and create custom properties. Editing a global property lets you change what fields and sections are called throughout Clarra, and editing a system property changes the options you can select from for a given field. Custom properties allow you to add custom fields to pages, and we'll see an example of those shortly. Docketing is the name of Clarra's closed-loop calendaring process, but you may want to refer to it by a different name. If we click the 3 dots next to this global property and rename, we can enter a new name and change too. Say your company calls it calendaring. Make the change and press Save. We've now renamed docketing throughout Clarra to calendaring. Let's add a new option to a system property as well. An important option to specify is your company's offices. If we navigate to Primary Office Handling, click the 3 dots to the right of it, and press Edit, we'll be able to review the options available. We can edit existing options, delete options, or add new options. If we click Add Option, let's say your company has an office in San Jose that handles some of your matters. Type it in, and press Save. Now that we've added a user and edited some key properties, let's create a matter. You can access the new matter page by clicking the plus icon in the upper nav and add new matter, or the matter section on the left sidebar and add new matter on the right. Once again, make sure to fill in at least all the required fields. We have articles and videos on the support site that go over each of these fields in more detail and recommend reviewing those for more information. All matters must have a matter name and a matter type. You can customize matter types and properties, like we did with primary office handling. With that San Jose option, we can now select. All matters must also have at least one lead attorney assigned to them, and you can change what these team members are called in properties as well. We also see the earlier change we made as docketing users are now called calendaring users, and each matter must have at least one of these as well. Docketing users receive notifications related to calendaring events for a matter. There's an added layer of security you can choose from, as you can select which users have matter access and accounting access for each individual matter. Below that, we see a custom field group, as well as a generic example of how custom fields are structured. You can use custom fields to include additional information, which for an insurance matter such as this could include provider info. You can learn more about creating and using custom fields on our support site. Press Save, and you've created a new matter. Let's now create an event related to that matter. We can click Add New in the upper nav and New Event, click the Events section and New Event, or navigate to the Events tab of a given matter and click New Event. And this option will pre-fill the matter and assignees for the event. We'll go over the required fields here, and our support site once again has articles and videos detailing each and every option you can choose from for a new event. Events can be appointments, deadlines, or tasks, which affects how they appear on your calendar. Milestones are especially important events that appear in their own tab for their matter. Event codes are customizable in properties and categorize events at a glance. Select the event's date, time, duration, and time zone, as well as whether or not the event is recurring. All events must also have at least a brief description. Every event is associated with a matter and has assignees who are responsible for attending the event. Press Save, and you've created an event linked with the matter we've just created. With that, you're ready to go. You've got the basics of Clarra down, creating accounts for your coworkers, customizing options and terminology and properties, and making new matters and events. You'll soon see how interconnected and intuitive the platform is as you explore other sections, and make sure to check out our support site for articles, videos, and guides on all things Clarra.